I'm Steve Smith, the Executive Director at Jackson-Madison County Airport. We operate McKellar Sipes Regional Airport and the McKellar Sipes FBO. We're looking at a year of change here at McKellar. There's a lot going on. One of the biggest things that's going to be happening this year is we're rebuilding our primary runway. And to do that, we're going to have to be partially closed. We're not going to be totally closed at any time, but we will operate for about 60 days off of a 4,300-foot runway. And then about 6 months we'll be operating out of a 3,500-foot runway. So if you fly an airplane still with a propeller on the front of it, it won't affect you at all. Our jet traffic is going to have to probably be a little bit more selective on if and when they can come in, and we'll be glad to work with them on that. Most of the general public will not be affected much at all, especially if you're not riding on that jet traffic, that corporate traffic that comes and goes. If you're using Southern Airways Express, I would say that on days when the weather's a little iffy and inclement, like it happens to get sometimes in the spring and summer around here, you would want to check with the airline and make sure that they're on time before you made the trip out here.
We have not done a complete reconstruction of the runway in about 35 years.
It's age and wear. Wear's just like a road, and we've spent the last few years trying to get to the point where we could fund rebuilding the runway. We
were very fortunate back about a year and a half ago to start working with TDOT Aeronautics and the FAA, and we have secured funding to reconstruct our primary runway.
We've gotten to the point where we're into the end of useful life here. We have a very extensive lighting system, and we're into the useful life of that as well.
We're going to have to go in and basically take the runway down to the ground and reconstruct it from the bottom up, which will include an all-new LED lighting system.
Anything incandescent's going away. Everything's going to be LED. The biggest thing that's going to be nice with the upgraded lighting is everything's going to be running conduit instead of direct bury. So the issues we've had in the past with the direct buried line where we would have lights out for days at a time won't be an issue anymore.
It has come to the point now where the funding is in place and we're ready to go. We have a contractor. We're meeting with that contractor now. We've already begun to develop and receive some of the raw materials and things we'll use for that. Lights, conduit, and those sort of things are already now on site. They've been coming in for the last month. And we're just about ready to start. We're looking at a 1 March start.
Right now we are probably one of the largest projects in the state, and we were very fortunate to have that happen here in Jackson.